Okay, so let me continue part D right now with it. We'll come back. We're gonna again. I'm trying to keep the videos 10 to 12 minutes long with it as well with it. So we're at this. We just finished up with creating part C. The payment. We copy a lot of the components that we bring over to the new page with it. So keeping a consistent look and feel for the font. If you haven't noticed, the font, the logo, the buttons, the back arrow key with it. There's a uniform look to all this. Again, it goes back to that user experience that you don't want them to feel that they're leaving the app or leaving their interface with it as well. So it's all uniform with it at this time with it. So let's go ahead and continue if we could. If you look at the delivery, I'm going to come over here and do the payment type with this, and and we're looking at the information. So we have our name. I'm going to put in Aaron Lawrence. Is our fictional character name. The address is 111 222 555, and the phone number with it as well with it. So medium, replacing all this. This is where it's going to be delivery to with it as well with it. So excuse me, everything is fictional with this particular address we're putting in right now with it. With the phone number 111 222 555 with it. All right, cool. So at this point, let's drag another one of these form component as we have made it. And if we could go to the asset screen on the left hand side, let's go to the asset screen on the left and grab the form default and pop that into the artboard here. And this is going to go to be name on the card with it as well. So I'm going to copy this one as well. I'm going to take the space, the 20 spacing, and going to be the card number with this, correct card number, and drag, click, hold, and shift. Copy this card number one here, and let's call this one expiration date with it, and then call this an expiration date. And what we're going to go here is I'm going to select the line element here, expiration date, and zoom in this a little bigger, and I'm going to select the line element here, and then actually I'm going to do is going to grab the rectangle here and just make it a black one with it as well. So and we can just call this, let's click on the eyedropper, click on the background color, so it's the same color as the background, and we'll keep this to hide the form document here with it as well. So what happened when you create a symbol, and you can indicate the instance that I created a style, I can change the style of it, and I can change the color, I can change the gray here, I can change the style. I can't go over this line right here and make a difference with the width and of the line with it. So you can see it didn't tell me to do that. So you can see it didn't tell me to do that. So I'm going to just kind of faking it here with it. So you can, I'm doing this on the fly here, by the way. So I'm doing what a line could do is grab this in the expiration date. I'm going to paste. I'm going to right mouse click and move this to the front here. And then I'm going to call this one kind of like your CV, your security code, CVC, what's that code called? CVC code? CVC, whatever that code behind your security code behind your credit card. CVV, I think it's called. And I'm going to create a black box here, just layer on the eyedropper, select the command background, and now we have, and that's what we have right now. It's kind of like a little background button with it as well with it. Anyway, if I ever want to change this component master, I didn't detach two component, and I have to come back and rechange these. Okay, cool. So let's So at this point, we can go ahead and put the total here as well, which is 949. And it's best practice that you purchase everything that you see in the total you're purchasing here with it. So let's put that center, and we have 9. I think 49 is the total here. Let's go ahead and change the button to pay, and now we have a pretty good shape here. So and we're going to we put this into prototype with it, and we're going to actually now press the back button. I put all the address information in. I press next. Now I'm on the payment screen. I'm almost done with this payment. So let's go ahead and populate these real quick, and using the form that we created that are here in the active state here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy this payment artboard. I'm going to click on the artboard, holding down the Option and Shift, dragging it to the right and making a copy of it. And I'm going to my asset here. I'm going to grab my component that I've created. So remember, from this form focus active state that we have, I'm just going to replace this from the component side of this. So I've gone, so I just have a layer right on top of each other, and other than right now. So I'm going to grab all 4 of them, Command C. I'm going to delete these ones here. I'm going to replace the active ones on the right. So I'm going to replace the active one here on the right here. So you could see that I've put the form underneath a rectangle, so it gives it some spaces in here as well. And I also need to grab the rectangle that I created here, so that I can do as I click and drag the elements that so I can actually select more elements, select all these elements with it. Really, I'm trying to get these 2. I'm trying to get the input form field and this rectangle here, so that I have 2. Now I'm going to hold Shift. I'm going to click on the component here with the CV code, and now deselect that. I'm going to right click on the rectangle on the layer on the left, and I'm going to move above this component. All right, so let's go ahead and change these up, and we're going to name the card just as my name for now with it as well. So we're going to put in Aaron with it. I'm going to put the card in the original case, and then we had the card detail or the number. So the card number, and then we go ahead and hold the Option, press the letter 8, hit 4, and make a bullet. Make another 4 bullets, just as 1, 1, 1, 1, and always expose the one to the left, and then the last 4 digits for those 4 digits with it. Here, let's go. I'm going to select the expiration date. I'm going to go in and put in, let's say 01 2020, and I'm going to do the CV code here, the security code, CV, and do 1, 2, 3 with it. Cool. All right. At this point, we need the keyboard also. So let's grab the keyboard here, and we're going to create the address artboard. Paste it onto the payment artboard, and we have it here. All right. And we're in good shape now. So let's go ahead and prototype this. Just select these components and we made here. Just go ahead and these components that we just made. Let's prototype. Go into the prototype tab. We just want these. So go ahead and right click and select the group. Command G. Go ahead and arrow this to this. So grab the arrow G to this artboard here so that we can connect the artboard. So we don't want fancy, just tap, and we just want to move it in, just instant. And then we populate the keyboard. We just populate these forms. Then we're going to copy one at a time, and then we're going to actually select the done button. I'm going to drag the little prototype arm to the payment screen, and on the interaction here, we just want to tap instant and going to delete the keyboard. And then here we have the pay button going somewhere. So we don't want to make that working right now. We don't want to make it working right now with it, so we just have it here with it. Move this over here a little bit. You have a choice that when you have UX here with it, you can make this 30% opacity until you fill it all out and all the information is filled out with it. Once it's all filled out, it goes full opacity with it. You can keep it at 100% and make error states for all of these to look like it's a line turn red, or it says it looks like something like this with it. So, and the line goes red, indicating there's still information needs to be filled out. Little things about the user experience that they come in with it. If you're curious about the UX class, I can take that and check it under my name with it. But for this case, I just want to teach you the mobile application experience and how Figma is built out with it as well. So, all right, let's move on here. Let me stop for a second, check on my my time.